So a few weeks ago I went to Wirral Model Car Club, which is somewhere I used to race over 20 years ago now. And now they have two classes of racing. They have the Tamiya Trucks series, which I've already done a video about. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to that in the description. And the other class they have on go is the GT12 series, which looks fantastic. Those cars are 12 scale, but they're rapid. Out of the two series of racing, I have decided to go for the Tamiya Trucks. I just got this through. I got it through last week actually. I haven't had time to get around to building it. That'll be getting built soon. There'll be a video about that, and there'll be a video about my first time truck racing as well, which I'm sure to fail at. So make sure you subscribe for that one, because that's going to be funny. Started GT12 racing. It's going to cost you a few quid, unfortunately. I'm going to look at today roughly what it's going to cost and what you'll need. So we're going to start with the chassis. Now, I haven't found many chassis online, but if you're looking at a new chassis, I found the Schumacher Atom something, it's there anyway. That cost around 200 quid for a chassis. Then you're going to need an ESC. Now, someone I spoke to at the club when I went last time said to you basically if you want a 1S ESC, you're looking at around 140 quid. Now, I found one online for 70, this one here. That's probably the one I'd be going for, to be honest with you. Then you need an equivalent motor to go with the 1S ESC. And again, you're looking around, I've had to look at a few different motors. I'd say I'd be looking at spending about £60, I reckon, to start out with for a motor. Then you're going to need a transmitter and receiver. Now again, you could go either way. You could go for 30 quid FlySky GT2, which isn't going to have that many different adjustments on it, and hasn't got a screen on there either. Or you could go high end and pay 300, even 400 quid for a transmitter and receiver. Personally, I'd go kind of towards the mid-range. I'll look at something like this FlySky GT5, which is what I'll be looking at for my Tamiya truck down the road. There's an Abzimmer one here for around the same kind of money. There's a few others around that kind of price range, so I'd budget around £70 for a transmitter and receiver. Right, then you get to your batteries as well. These are 1S batteries, so you wouldn't use these in any other kind of RC car that I'm aware of. And these are around, I think these are around £40 each, it's there anyway. And then you need a charger as well. You need a charger that'll charge 1S lipos. Now again, most chargers I've found don't charge 1S lipos. They only charge 2 to 6 or 2 to 4S lipos, and so on and so forth. I did find a couple of chargers online that'll charge 1S, or advertised as charging 1S, and they're around 50, 60 quid. I found this one here anyway. Now on top of all that, you're going to need some odds and sods as well. Well, you're going to need a servo actually as well. And I mean, when I looked at drifting last time, a servo isn't one thing you want to skimp on. So again, I'll be looking around £50 for a servo. So then we got into the odds and ends as well. You're going to need things like paint, you're going to need a body reamer, you're going to need a few little bits and bobs. So all in all, you're looking at around, So all in all, I'd say you're looking at around £600 to get started. If you were to look at getting started second hand, which is something I did look into, you're probably looking again around 300, maybe 350 quid. There are occasionally on Facebook Marketplace or RC car selling sites on Facebook, or even on eBay, there are full second-hand setups occasionally which cost around 250, 300 quid. You might need an extra bit or bob here or there. If it was me getting into it, I'd be looking at getting a second-hand chassis for around between 50 and 100 quid, and then buying all the electrics new. Because I've had electrics go wrong in the past on second-hand cars and not under warranty, so you've got to pay for them. I've also had electrics go wrong on new cars where the warranty has replaced the item free of charge, like in my Team Corally Kronos. If I'd have bought that second-hand and new ESC, if I'd have bought that second-hand and the ESC had failed, it would have been, 100, 150 quid even for a new ESC for it. But because I bought it new, the ESC was replaced free of charge, so I wouldn't go for second-hand electrics personally. Now on top of your startup cost as well, you're going to have running costs as well, so you're going to have to go through tyres every now and then, you're going to be going through different pinions, you're going to be going through, body shells get cracked and ruined, new body shells, you're going to be looking at upgrading parts to carbon fibre so you can keep up, and that kind of thing. And it is quite a costly experience, I would say. However, maybe not quite as costly as the likes of buggy racing or touring car racing, but still quite a costly racing series, I would say, especially compared to control series such as the Tamiya Trucks, which is what I've gone for. Now, the reason I've gone down the Tamiya Truck route and not down the GT12 route is, for a starter, it is the cost. It's cost much less money to get involved, and it'll cost me much less money week by week as well, which is excellent. Also, it's not quite as competitive a series. I mean, I watched the GT12 racing and it was very competitive, and people took it a lot more seriously than the Tamiya Truck racing. And there's a lot more setting up, a lot more to learn, a lot more time involved. which isn't something, I haven't really got all those things to give to a racing series at this moment in life. However, down the road I will look at some more competitive racing, such as buggy racing or GT12, or maybe some touring car racing. But right now, I'm just not in a position to do so, really. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to me waffling on. I'm going to leave you with some more GT12 racing for you to watch from the wonderful World Model Car Club. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.